Screenwriters and everyone for that matter, listen closely. Our next guest is here to tell us about Save the Cat. Welcome to the show, Mr. B.J. Markel. How you doing?
Hey, good to see you.
You as well. You're
Thanks.
Known, and this is nice to have you on the show. I've never had you on the show
Great
before.
to be here. No.
Wonderful. Well, welcome. So what does Save the Cat mean? Let's intro with that.
Well, Save the Cat is actually a moment in a screenplay where your hero or protagonist does something so that the audience likes them and wants to go for the ride and be on their side.
Okay, so now I get it. It's like a firefighter saving the cat, kind of?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, we have lots of cats being saved lately. Russian Doll, a big hit on Netflix.
With Natasha Lyonne?
Natasha
Love that
Lyonne,
show.
she chases a cat throughout the whole show.
Mm-hmm. The show's amazing.
But it's a great show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show. But there's, the example, Blake Snyder wrote the Save the Cat books. And the example he uses in Save the Cat is actually not saving a four-legged creature. It's actually from Sea of Love, an Al Pacino movie. Mm-hmm. And Pacino is a cop, and he set up a sting where all these guys are brought, they think it's a baseball card collection. Mm-hmm. They're all brought into a gym at a high school, and they're arrested. It's for petty thefts. And afterwards, he's out having a smoke, and a guy who was supposed to be in the sting is late, and he's coming with his teenage kid with a Yankees cap. And Pacino says to him, "Catch you later."
Okay.
That's a great Save the Cat moment, because it's not just saving an animal, it's something that's part of the character, part of the character's world. You realize this cop does his job well, but he's a real mensch.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Do you suggest this book to everybody, or just solely folks that work in television?
Well, we also now have Save the Cat writes a novel.
Okay.
So, but we actually suggest, lawyers use the Save the Cat books to formulate their closing arguments. Mm-hmm. Real estate people use the Save the Cat books just to sell real estate.
Yeah, so everybody can benefit from this.
Yeah, but it's mostly for writers.
Okay, well, I'm just glad you're here. This is all new to me, and I think this is sensational. So Save the Cat has become much more than just a book. Talk a bit about that.
Sure. Well, the first book was published in 2005, and 14 years later, it is still #1 on Amazon in the category.
Whoa.
And there's an awful lot of screenwriting books in the world, but this screenwriting book is more practical than the others. Blake Snyder was a working writer. Mm-hmm. He sold 13 films to Hollywood, including a $1 million spec script to Steven Spielberg, which was not produced. He wrote Blake's Check for Disney, and his writers group included Dean DuBois, who wrote all 3 How to Train Your Dragons. Blake consulted on the first How to Train Your Dragon, and he passed away before it was put out in the theaters, but it's dedicated to him. So the end of the credit roll of How to Train Your Dragon is dedicated to Blake.
I see. Also a fantastic movie.
Yes.
Who doesn't love animation? So what is your part in all of this?
Well, I met Blake and started working with him since 1986. Mm-hmm. And off and on, and I edited these books when I caught up to him again around 2004. We started the company because the company's gone beyond books. We have workshops, we have seminars, we have an app, we have story structure software, and
I mean, it's a culture, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
This is very interesting. All right, so what does Save the Cat have coming down the pipeline as far as the future?
We just have brand new software. We've got our version 4. We introduced it a couple months ago, and it's the first software that isn't just for screenwriters. It's now for novelists and for TV writers. Okay. It includes the ability to write for series, because series are so popular now, like Russian Doll. And increased seminars, increased workshops across the country. Right now, we've just been in New York and in LA, but we're going to be in St. Louis. We're going to be in Minnesota. You're touring. We're trying.
All right. Are you locally based?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. All right, you drove all the way out for this. I'm really grateful.
How do you like that?
This is quite nice. And this was something new for the show for us. So I'd like to find a way for you all to get involved. So to learn more about BJ and Save the Cat, follow the information on your screen. SaveTheCat.com. A big thanks to BJ, and a big thanks to you, as always. We'll see you in just a moment.